Hey guys, Mike B. Salazar here with Nomatic, and they gave us an exclusive look at their gear here that they have for their new Peter McKinnon launch. Let's see what actual difference we have here. But how much better could this really be? Let me solve that first. Let's start from their small, their medium, and then their larger new everyday carry. We got here the 9-liter, and as you know from their premium line from the everyday series, they had their 8. But this is supposed to be much more affordable and still give you just as much value. One of the things that I noticed out here on the outside, we got a little nice hand grip here if you just want to go ahead and have a light carry. Yeah, one of the things I also noticed that I don't see in other camera bags of this size is that they have this nice sleek pouch right here. So you can go ahead, put your keys, your wallet. Yet they still maintain what other bags have as far as like having a nice smooth zipper. All right, and inside you got your nice zipper here to put all your knickknacks in here, whether it's I put my lens pens in here or my SD cards or batteries. Nice breathable room as well. Inside we also have our dividers. I like them just because it's got that nice smooth material. Also another thing that I like is that unlike other bags that have black on the outside and black on the inside, this has a nice gray finish so that you can actually see your gear that's actually black. If you didn't catch it before, one of the things that I liked about the 8-liter camera bag was that it had a nice little latch system. But that one had a string. This one, magnets. All right, moving on, let's go ahead and go over to the 12. As you notice here, we got the orange variety here. You don't always have to go black, but if you're gonna go other colors, let's go ahead and switch it up a little bit. Over here, we kind of get a nice feel of what the 9-liter also provided. Yet at the same time, we get a little bit of extra room as we would expect and hope for. So again, top side here. And of course, my favorite part, magnetic latch. This one doesn't particularly have dividers, but you can also have the same kind of expectation there. For me, this is most likely the camera sling that I'm gonna lean more towards, just because I'm able to not only carry a lot more stuff, especially deeper lenses if you shoot full frame lenses or full frame cameras, but just in case you want to throw a nice water bottle in here, it's got a nice room. I'm shooting with the Sony FX30 with a 16 to 55mm lens, and it's nice and cozy in there. Now, one thing to point out though is that the big difference, or at least one of the differences that you'll notice with the 9-liter and the 12-liter, is that we got a little more cushion on here. So if you think that you are gonna go ahead and carry something a little more heavy, you're actually gonna feel more comfortable going ahead and loading it up without feeling like it's just a seatbelt strap around your shoulder. Big tip. Now, last but not least, we got these last 3 bags. Now, typically you'd find whether 35 liters or 40 liters for a travel bag, or even 25 liters for an everyday bag. But you can still go even a little bit smaller with a 19-liter bag and still feel like you're shooting or carrying around a 35-liter bag. Don't believe me? Let's check it out. First things first, when we go ahead and check out this black style, my personal favorite, you'll notice that we have our standard side pockets here, magnetized. We got the breathable back here, personal favorite. And then also, one thing I forgot to point out was that we also have these little liners here that you can go ahead and fix on straps here that they have, and whatever's easiest for you, whether you want to go ahead and throw like a tripod here on the side, if you're small enough, you can go ahead and fit it in there, or you can also go ahead and fit it on the bottom here. There is a little side pocket, or little bottom pocket. Fit a tripod leg in there, bring it up to the top and tighten it down, you'll be set. If you're interested in it, you got the side access as well. Not really interested in it myself, but for those of you who are, you can go ahead and boom, right there, and zip it down. One thing that you probably don't obviously see right at first glance is that it does have a different kind of material around all these bags. So right off the bat, you won't notice it up top or around the bags, but unlike the everyday carry or the travel line, they do have like that tarpaulin kind of finish on their camera bags. And this one is a little bit different. But be rest assured, although they don't have that same kind of material, you'll also have the benefit of having water resistance. As you go in here, you have some kind of finish inside that allows for moisture to be wicked out. Now, normally I wouldn't go ahead and challenge what it means to find out how weather resistant this is. But if you're coming from light rain or some light snow, you can go ahead from outdoors to indoors real quick, you'll be fine. So one of the things that I just love about camera backpacks in general is just the amount of pockets. Now here, similar to the other sling bags, you also have this inside pocket, and it's much deeper. So rest assured, you can fit a good sized wallet in here, or a sleek wallet, whatever you need. A couple of SD cards, SD card holder, real quick access. Put that away. From the everyday carry, you can sometimes find yourself having trouble from the laptop sleeve on the side. Maybe you're playing it too low, or even you grab the wrong zipper. But here, you can go ahead and zip from the top, have a separate compartment without bunching up your laptop against all your gear. Take it out, and you're set. Personally, overall, my first impressions about these bags are very positive. Hey guys, I'm sorry I didn't go inside the bag, as it totally slipped my mind as people were walking in and out of the room as I was going over the bag. But anyway, I have the everyday Peter McKinnon bag, the first edition, and I just want to go ahead and tell you how it differs from the Luma collection. So here in the front, it's pretty much the same as far as having a top access. It may just be a little shorter as it has a smaller depth. See, in the bag, depth-wise, the everyday Peter McKinnon bag this edition is 9 inches versus the Luma, which is only 7, which is perfectly fine, especially if you're running mirrorless setups. Well, I'm using the Sony mirrorless system, so whatever you may be using, figure out how big your lenses are and whatever. So really you won't be using any camera lenses and letting them sink vertically. Most of the time you'll actually be keeping it horizontal. But that's what we usually do for flat lay camera bags, right? So here in the Peter McKinnon everyday backpack, we pretty much have like 3 tiers of organization depending on how your dividers are going to be set. But pretty much they're coming with dividers, not small cubes. And this up here is not going to be existent. This would actually just be a divider in itself instead of having kind of like this closed open kind of access situation going on. Off camera, when I was actually trying the everyday backpack 18 liter, I could hardly tell the difference between this and that. Like, where does the 7 liters actually go? Like, is it just like the depth of the bag? Because it still has like the same organizational levels, it still has the 3 tiers. You can go ahead and use the dividers the way that you want and still stack your cameras and lenses up and down, no problem. And then on the other side, you can go ahead and have your zippers as well. 2 zippers, 2 pockets, mesh pockets. So it almost seems like it's almost the same bag, but everything's just a little bit squeezed in, but you would hardly even notice. I have yet to actually know what it's like to be on the field with them, so that's to follow. But so far, if you're in a budget and you still want a high quality bag, the Nomatic everyday carry is worth considering. If you're interested in learning more about the bag, go ahead and click the link in the description where you can go ahead and check out their Kickstarter. And if you decide to pledge, a little bit of kickback will go to me in supporting the channel. Thank you very much again for watching. Now go out there and shoot for the life that matters. See ya.